You interview people all the time, right?
Right.
So it's my turn to interview you.
Perfect.
Kelly, where are you from?
Well, I grew up in Riga, and I went to Blissfield High School, so I'd say I'm right here from Lenawee County.
You always live in Blissfield?
No, we traveled around a lot. I owned the Blissfield Advance for quite a while with my husband, and then we moved to Maine, and then we moved back here to Michigan, and then we moved to Indiana, and then we moved to Illinois, and then we moved back to Michigan. So we've been around the Midwest and East Coast quite a bit. Now I'm glad to be home back here in Lenawee County.
Trick question for you. Where do you work?
Ooh, that is a trick question, Jess. Let's see. I work at the Lenawee Intermediate School District, and I run the television station there. Very fun job. I also work, as you know, ooh, that is a trick question, Jess. Let's see. I work at the Lenawee Intermediate School District, and I run the television station there. Very fun job. I also work, as you know, at 13 ABC as a meteorologist and a weekend reporter. I get to do all kinds of fun stuff all the time. And I also work for the Toledo Blade. I've been the home and garden writer there for about 15 years. And of course, I'm my kid's mom. At 13 ABC as a meteorologist and a weekend reporter. I get to do all kinds of fun stuff all the time. And I also work for the Toledo Blade. I've been the home and garden writer there for about 15 years. And of course, I'm my kid's mom.
What do you do at work?
Well, when I work at 13 ABC, I'm a meteorologist and a reporter, so I have a lot of different hats. So if you see me doing the weather during the week at 13 ABC, I actually arrive at the studio at 3 a.m. I leave my home in Onstead a little before 2 a.m., and I get to the studio at 3 a.m., and I have to be on the air and ready for a forecast at 4:30 in the morning. And when I work at the Toledo Blade, I write a weekly home and garden column. It's so much fun. To me, that's just sheer enjoyment. I've been gardening since I was a little girl, and my grandmother, who was from Petersburg, taught me a lot of tricks in her own garden and was a fantastic gardener. She could really pull plants out of the garbage at the Lenawee Medical Center when she lived there for a few years and make them thrive, and just was a wonderful gardener there. Matter of fact, she also at the Lenawee Medical Center started their own garden, raised bed garden with some help from us, and we helped them build it, and it was a lot of fun. So for the past 15 years, I've been writing a lot of fun home and garden tips. Usually you see my home and garden column in the Wednesday peach section of the Toledo Blade.
What do you do at the Tech Center?
What do I do at the Tech Center? I'll tell you what, the amazing thing at the Tech Center is I get to do so many fun things. We work with students every day at the Tech Center, and we teach them a lot about audio and video. We actually put on a television show called Lenawee. It's something I created when I first started here last October, and we've interviewed students in all of our school districts and almost every class at the Tech Center when they're building things and they're experimenting and they're building apps on computers, and they're playing with a CAD, and they're fixing cars. We do all kinds of really neat stories like that, and I put together a television show that you can see on our station on Channel 22 called Lenawee. And I get to do fun stuff like this and be interviewed by you, Jess.
Well, you want to be the co-host of Not So Late Show?
Well, first of all, I like that it's not so late because I usually have an early bedtime, so I'm really glad about that. But the main reason I wanted to do this is so that I could be Jessica's co-host.
The
Okay.
Hoopsters want to challenge ABC 13 All-Stars in a basketball game. We're going to whip them.
Well, I will take your challenge to our anchor, Lee Conklin, and see what I can do, because I'm sure they will be ready for that challenge, Jess.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for asking me to be a part of the Not So Late Show. I have a lot of family and friends here at the Hope Center, and I'm really looking forward to being Jessica's co-host.